Hey there! Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Not Sure, and today we're going to take a look at a strat used by Team Envyus in the semi-final of the Atlantic Showdown. This particular strat relies on the team's ability to dive onto another team and how to capitalize on countered heroes. Team Envyus had an amazing cap of 1 minute and 40 seconds on Temple of Anubis. By running Tracer, Genji, and Winston with a Zarya, they were able to make very fast and aggressive attacks on the defending team. While Rogue was playing a team designed to counter aggression with T-Vic on Junkrat, Envyus used Winston to cause enough chaos and put enough pressure on the enemy team and force them to split apart, solo it out, and killed easily. Winston jumps in at first to give his team an opening. As Internet Hulk was jumping into the action, the rest of Envyus was moving to a point under the bridge. A fight broke out in between the teams, which was stalemating until Internet Hulk jumped back in on the fight to push T-Vic back and solo him, Zarya, and another player, and Harambe getting them killed. As they moved to their second cap, they only took a second to come up with their strategy and executed it perfectly. Winston and Tracer jumped onto the point almost immediately, instantly getting Winston in there and causing crazy amounts of chaos. Winston uses his ultimate ability to push 4 of Rogue's players back, soloing out Reinforce and killing him. From there, their Zarya and Genji combo for the wipe. Envyus was able to wipe Rogue very easily due to their aggression and being able to capitalize on the mistakes that Rogue was making. So how do you play against this? While granted, Rogue only had one chance to change their comp in this round, they should have identified how to counter Envyus. Switching Junkrat to really any other DPS should have happened. Junkrat lacks the tools needed to outplay the aggression. While yes, he can spam and zone off areas, he cannot deal with enemies close in his face, which is exactly what Envyus' team comp revolved around. Roadhog may have also been a good pick with the chance to snatch Genji or Tracer out of the air before they make any moves, and it also helps at killing Winston. Comp switching is not the only thing you can do. Expecting aggressive plays and playing just as aggressive is a good way to counter the aggression. You need to know that you're not going to let them in. You need to know that they're not going to get the momentum they need to be able to roll over your team. Generally speaking, this requires a lot of focus, so make sure to practice on this a little bit and really get your focus up there. And another good strategy is to try stall heroes. Stall heroes include heroes that are very hard to kill, such as D.Va, Tracer, Winston, and Lucio. Switching to these heroes may give your team an extra amount of time to play with. D.Va can pop out of her mech, which makes her a great stall tool. Winston's bubble and his high health pool makes him a great choice. Tracer's very hard to hit and can be a problem at a lot of times. And Lucio is also very hard to hit when he's sped up, and he speeds his team up as well, or he can heal them and stall out for his ultimate, which will take off even more time of the attacker's counter. So, what have we learned today? Switching heroes is an excellent way to get back into the fight if you're being completely countered. Players should always be on top of their game. You should always be letting your enemy team know that they're not going to get that momentum. Remember, always rely on stall heroes. It's a good thing to have confidence in what you would run by default, but don't be afraid to change to something that's going to give you and your team that extra edge to get that win. And yes, okay, even though Envyus won the round, as many of you know, they did not win the game or the set. Rogue still beat Envyus, but I believe that this was such an excellent cap and such a good strategy to talk about that I just had to share it with you guys. Something as simple as just getting in their face is all you need sometimes. Envyus perfectly capitalized on the fact that Rogue was playing so hidey back with the Junkrat just spamming over. Junkrat is a very squishy character with 200 HP. Winston just gets in his face, and Genji came by and melted him, and they just cleaned them all up and capped the point. So, if you're going to try out some super complicated strategy, just remember, if it doesn't work out, always fall back on the basics, get some aggression out, get some momentum going, and see what you can do to earn that next win. But that's all from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you should totally smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Be sure to check out my other videos, and I will see you.
Yo,
next one.
I'm sitting in front of the flag, don't worry. What the fuck? You put him all to sleep? What the fuck? Oh, come on.
Oh, be careful, incoming! Oh, she's asleep!
She put me to sleep! No!